What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today we're having a look at the brand new Grand Voyage versus the Baratie, well, specifically against Don Krieg. Now, in this quest, currently, as of the recording of this video, which is only 4 to 5 hours after the event has gone live, there is only one current team that has been able to clear this content, and that is the team you are going to be seeing in this video today. Now, myself personally, I actually did go ahead and use some of my legend level limit break posters, which is the first time I've ever used it, but the thing is right now, with the way that the content is structured, essentially, if you don't have V1 Sanji level limit break 5 and Jinbei level limit break 5, you're going to have a little bit of troubles in this content. Specifically, Jinbei is going to be very important for the final stage because of his amazing level limit break special ability that allows you to remove enemies' increased defense, rainbow shield, but then he also has this effect where he says if your captain is a fighter character, he reduces attack down by 5 turns and also gives you 2 times color affinity to fighter characters for 1 turn. It's going to be pretty important. Now, the condition for this Grand Voyage is the fact that you need to run Int, you need powerhouse units, and you also need a Sanji on your crew. So even though Jinbei has a special that is focused around fighter characters, having a team with some characters that are not fighters is also going to be pretty good. We've got Big Mom here because on the final stage you actually cannot use an orb boosting special, so we can use Big Mom on the Battle 4, hit our perfects, receive the orb boost on the final stage. It's going to be really good. We have the Whitebeard here who gives us a really strong attack boost, and also the fact that his Versus effect allows you to reduce damage taken. I think it's by like 90% for 1 turn. I can't remember exactly what it is, but that's actually very key because when you kill Don Krieg on the final stage, he does a huge death hit, and I'm talking about it's a massive death hit. Even with the 90% damage reduction, you take a lot, and that is going to be required, unless if you have some type of damage nullification special, which may be seen in teams moving forward, but also the fact that we can have the Izo and Okiku support attached to Whitebeard to remove some of the paralysis that gets inflicted, also on Battle 5. Another thing that happens on Battle 5 is you're inflicted with the stun debuff. The bottom right-hand character, which in this team is going to be Whitebeard, is inflicted with stun, and by having the pudding support attached to Reiju, when we reach the final stage, our health is reduced by 20%, so that's really, really useful. And then on Reiju herself, she's also very key for Battle 3 because she changes block slots, she gets rid of Threshold, she gets rid of Rainbow Shield, she poisons the enemy, she gives you a conditional boost. The poison's very good because it gets around the enemy resilience. There's a lot of reasons why Reiju is good. She single-handedly deals with everything on Battle 3, so she is pretty much required for the team, or I think a lot of teams are going to opt to use her, even though Legend Reiju, the Summer Reiju, is also very good for this content. Her special and her captain ability also work very well, but due to the fact that there are so many gimmicks and debuffs that are inflicted on your captains, in a lot of cases, running Sanji is going to be the best bet due to his jump mechanic being able to avoid a lot of these gimmicks in this content. So that's pretty much the team composition here. We are also using the Capone ship due to the fact that it provides a pretty substantial HP boost. 1.4 is going to be kind of needed because you do get poisoned and you do have to tank a lot of damage, and then there's the death hit too. So you can opt to change the ship, but by doing so, you probably need poison sockets on your team in order to avoid the poison damage that occurs earlier on in the quest. So that's the team breakdown. I guess let's go ahead now and just jump into the content versus Grand Voyage level 5 difficulty versus Don Krieg. Alright, so jumping into the team comp, let's go ahead and jump into the actual content. So of course, Battle 1, we're going to have Chef Zeph, who's going to help us out a little bit, giving our top row slots matching and also lock them for quite a few turns. And then we also have Don Krieg, who will run away, but he also does poison our crew. So he's going to poison us for 5 turns, and we actually take a lot of damage for that poison. So as I said earlier on, you can go ahead and use poison sockets to avoid some of that. You can go ahead and use Shiryu support to just remove some of that poison, but if you do that, you do lose out on a couple of other key pieces on this team, so probably not the most ideal way to get around the poison, but it is dependent on your team comp and what you aim to do. Battle 2, we've got some mobs, and remember, you have 6 turns to clear this on level 5, so we can take 1 turn of stall, and I opt to do it here. It's just the most efficient way to get through it because you're aiming to clear the rest of the stages in 1 turn anyway, so taking an extra turn just to secure that Sanji is able to jump before moving into Battle 3, because because what happens is we have Pearl, who will swap your captain with one of your crewmates for 5 turns. So by using the jump effect of Sanji, we can just straight up avoid that. Though if you're aiming to build a different team composition, you can definitely build a team and have whatever character is in Rager's position to actually be a good captain, because if you reset the game before the animation concludes, the character in the middle right position will always be selected. Just a little heads up for those people that, you know, wanted to build something a bit different. And of course, the Raiju special, incredibly valuable there. You saw that we jumped with the secondary Sanji, our friend captain Sanji there, because on battle 4, Gin will blow away your friend captain for 3 turns. And again, this is another reason why Sanji is so good for this. Also, you're inflicted with burn and a chain lock. Luckily, with level limit break 5 Sanji, his special ability does remove those 2 debuffs, as well as chain boosting, full board of matching slots. Like, there's a reason why this content is built in such a way. And then we are jumping with the first Sanji once again, so that on the final stage we can have one character that hits extremely hard. So of course we can go ahead and use the Big Mom special to give us an attack boost, and we have the Law support to give us the Orb boost on this stage, which is really, really nice. And then it means that when we hit our perfects, we'll get the Orb boost given to us on the final boss stage. Now we reach Battle 5, there's lots of different gimmicks here. There's Rainbow Shield, Blue Shield, Attack Down, and that's why Jinbei's so good. He removes all of that, plus also gives fighter characters a color affinity boost. There's going to be Special Reverse to the character in the middle left position. There's Slot Bind to the bottom left position. There's going to be Stun given to your bottom right character. There's going to be Special Bind, 99 turns of Special Bind to your middle left character. There's just lots of stupid gimmicks here. Of course, we have some very key supports. There's lots of Despair. There's Despair given to your crew. There's going to be Attack Down, as we already said. There's Bind to the character in the top right, which is why Sanji just avoids that, which is good. And we have the support of Pudding. We have the support of Izo Okiku, and we have the support of the Chopper attached to Sanji to remove some of the attack down, some of that paralysis, and then we can go ahead and just do normal attacks from this point onwards. We have an attack boost, orb boost, we have color affinity, we have chain boost, we have base attack boost, we've got Sanji's jump effect, so we want to make sure that our jumped Sanji is attacking Don Krieg, as he does have the highest amount of HP out of all of the bosses here. I believe he has around 80 to 90 million HP, so just a little bit of a heads up in terms of how much damage you need to be aiming for Sanji to actually kill off that boss. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up for me. Of course, if there is any major changes to the Grand Voyage in terms of any new team comps, I'll make sure to report it to you guys so you guys know all about it. But as for now, this is the only team that has been able to clear level 5. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.